As we move into 2026, I believe that these fighters will be ranked in their weight classes. We're going to start with the flyweight division. We're going to move to the heavyweight division. I'm going to talk about every single prospect that I believe will be ranked in 2026. Before we go ahead and get into the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's get it started with the flyweight division. So starting with flyweight, one of my favorite flyweight prospects, Alan Nascimento, Peroso Alan Nascimento, a guy that trains with Shoot the Box, with Charles Oliveira, Gabriel Santos, Daniel Santos, high-level UFC fighters. I do believe that he's going to be ranked in 2026. He just beat Cody Durden. He had a win before that against Jafel Filho, which has aged very well. Filho is very highly ranked. The only guys he's lost to in the UFC were Alan Nascimento and Makayev, which are crazy. He almost subbed Makayev, but Alan Nascimento was able to get through Jafel Filho. He was able to finish Cody Durden. I believe in 2026, as long as he stays active, as long as he stays fighting and keeps up at least 2 to 3 fights, I think he's going to get a ranked opposition. He was supposed to fight Rafael Estevam. He pulled out, and then he fought Cody Durden, finished Cody Durden. So I believe that Alan Nascimento will be ranked in 2026. I love the Shoot the Box team. If you guys know me, if you guys have been watching the channel for a while, you know I love Shoot the Box. You guys know Charles Oliveira is my favorite fighter. I love Daniel Santos. I love Gabriel Santos as well. So I think Alan Nascimento is going to be ranked. I do believe he's going to be ranked. He's got great jiu-jitsu. All the Shoot the Box guys do, and his striking's been coming a long way. He's got great leg kicks. He was snapping Cody Durden's legs with those leg kicks, and then he dropped him with the elbow, finished him with the anaconda choke. Really nice stuff. So I do believe Alan Nascimento will be ranked in 2026. We'll move on to the bantamweight division, where I've got a bit of a biased pick here, guys. Charles Jourdain is going to be ranked in 2026. I'm telling you guys right now, Charles Jourdain is going to be ranked in 2026. He's undefeated at bantamweight. He beat Victor Henry by submission, guillotine, and then he just beat Davy Grant. Who beats bloody Davy Grant like that? He beat Davy Grant it was almost a knockout. It was a flying knee into a guillotine. I watched that fight live. It was a nasty finish by Charles Jourdain. I do believe he's going to be ranked in 2026. This is a bit biased because I do love my Canadians. You know I'm a Canadian casual, but I do think Charles Jourdain will be ranked in 2026. Really nasty striking. Air Jourdain for a reason. Flying knees, crazy head kicks, body kicks, like crazy movement. A lot of movement from Charles Jourdain. He's got nasty striking, and his finishing potential on the ground is crazy. He's got the best guillotine in the UFC. I stand by that. He says that. I believe it. You guys better fucking believe it, because I think Charles Jourdain is going to be ranked in 2026. We'll move on to the featherweight division, though, where we got Myron Santos. This is a guy that I think is being overlooked a little bit. He does struggle to make featherweight, which is a bit of an issue. He has missed weight a couple times. He has fought up at lightweight, and he is a little bit of a tubby featherweight where you're like, why is he not like shredded? Why doesn't he cut down? So that is something that worries me a little bit, but he just finished Muhammad Naimov by knockout, on the last pay-per-view of 2025. A great look from him, a big knockout over Naimov. Nobody does that to Naimov. I mean, who does that to Muhammad Naimov? Who does that to him? But genuinely, really nasty knockout. Looked really good against him. Showed off his striking. The takedown defense is great from Myron Santos. He's fought guys like Sadiq Youssef as well. Beat him over 15 minutes. Really good look. So I think Myron Santos, with a couple more wins, will get ranked in 2026. I do believe he is one of the better featherweight prospects. Even coming up on Tough, I was looking at that guy and I was like, oh yeah, he knocked out Colin Offley with the big punch in the first round. Really nasty win. Coming up the Tough season, I was like, this guy's gonna win Tough. He won Tough, and now he's in the UFC. He's doing very well. I think he's gonna be ranked in 2026. So Myron Santos is my favorite featherweight prospect to look out for in 2026, because I do believe that with one more win, he could get a ranking. Give me Myron Santos for the featherweight rankings, boys, in 2026. We move on to the lightweight rankings. Chris the Problem Duncan. I'm telling you guys, I've been on the Chris Duncan bandwagon. I've been on Chris Duncan. I feel like I've invested in Bitcoin in 2008. I'm on the Chris Duncan bandwagon. I've been on Duncan bandwagon. All right, I picked him against multiple guys, against Vucenic, against obviously Terrence McKinney. I picked him. Obviously against Rebecca, I picked him. So he's had tough competition. And he's powered through by just showing his grit, his determination, his non-quit attitude. He was getting mauled by McKinney early in that first round, and then finished McKinney, dropping him with the elbow, finishing him on it was kind of the same sequence as Alan Nascimento. Dropped him with the elbow and then finished him with the anaconda choke. Really nasty stuff from Chris Duncan. He's got really good submissions. He's got power in his hands. That Dana White Contender Series fight that he had against what's his name? Oh my goodness, I'm not going to remember his name. You guys know who I'm talking about, the other lightweight guy. He knocked him out after getting almost knocked out, the uppercuts, and then bang, he smashed him with the big overhand right. Chris Duncan has the heart of a lion. Genuinely, this guy's got a crazy heart. He will not give up on himself. He will not quit on himself, and that's what you need to buy in on on a guy coming up the rankings, trying to get ranked. I do believe Chris Duncan can beat the bottom of the top 15 right now, get himself into the top 15 in 2026. One more win, and he deserves a ranked opponent without a doubt. He's on a 4 or 5 fight win streak right now. So Chris Duncan is my favorite lightweight to be ranked in 2026. We'll move on to the welterweight division, where we got Miktaibek Orobai, the caveman himself. All right, the caveman himself. Genuinely, I think Miktaibek Orobai at 170 is a problem. I think this guy's a problem. All right, I think he's truly a problem. I think he's an issue for the 170 division, for the welterweights coming up on the rise. I think Miktaibek Orobai is fast. He's powerful. His grappling is very high level, and at 170, he looks really good. He just flatline KO'd Jack Hermansson brutally at 170. And Hermansson's a 185er. Obviously, he shouldn't have made that cut down to 170, but Hermansson was the much bigger fighter. And Miktaibek flattened him out with one overhand right. You know, he subbed the other guy before that, Tufik Musayev or whatever, with a Kimura. He showed off his grappling. Obviously, he lost to Miktaibek, or not Miktaibek. He lost to Rebecki in an absolute war. But that was a close-ass fight where it could have gone either way. I think Miktaibek Orobai at 170 is a problem. I think he's going to get ranked in 2026. A couple more wins. You know, this guy is very good. Very, very good. High level. He's got the caveman experience. He's got thousands of years of experience on all these other guys. What are they supposed to do against this guy? What are they supposed to do against Genghis Khan, against the Kyrgyz warrior, the caveman? I think Miktaibek Orobai will be ranked in 2026. Mark my fucking words. All right, boys. We're going to move on to the middleweight division, where I got a guy that I kind of underestimated a little bit, but I think he's going to be ranked in 2026. And that guy is CLD, Christian Leroy. I can't do the C. How do I do the L? CLD. You guys know who I'm talking about. Christian Leroy Duncan, I think, will be ranked in 2026. This guy's very good. Nasty striker, spinning elbows, spinning head kicks, spinning wheel kicks, you know, spinning back fist. In his last one against Marco Tulio, everybody was hyped on Marco Tulio. I was as well. You know, I love the shoot the box guys, so I was riding with Tulio, but Christian Leroy Duncan with a huge upset, the spinning back fist, and then the big overhand right, flatline knockout over Marco Tulio. The only guys he's lost to were RoboCop, and I think he lost to Armin Petrosian in a very close fight, but I think CLD, with his crazy spinning moves at middleweight, is something you just don't see. I think it's something that can catch guys off guard, that can work. A lot of people are like, oh, stop spinning, stop doing these crazy moves, but it works for him. He's on a 3-fight win streak now, back-to-back knockouts, nasty knockouts in the Apex. Get this guy on the London card. Get him a ranked opponent. I do think we will see CLD in the rankings in 2026. Mark my words, boys. I like Christian Leroy Duncan. The guy's crazy spin moves, crazy knockouts. I'm excited to see what's ahead for him in 2026. We move on to the light heavyweight division, where I got an absolute banger. Iwo Baraniuski. We are riding with the Polish power, Iwo Baraniuski. This guy had a fucking barn burner. A barn burner in Dana White Contender Series. I'm not even Dana White Contender Series. In his first UFC debut, nasty knockout in Dana White Contender Series over a very hyped prospect. Knocked him out in the first 20 seconds, and then had a crazy fight with Ivo Aslan, Iwo versus Iwo, and he knocked him out in the first round. Craziest 2 minutes of the entire year. Knocks him out. This guy deserves a jump up. Give him a jump up in the light heavyweight rankings. Not ranked yet, but I think at the end of 2026, if this guy is very active, fights 2 to 3 times this year, we could see him ranked. I genuinely think we could. Iwo is a very good prospect. I think light heavyweight, at the bottom of light heavyweight, is very iffy. I mean, Rakic is still fucking ranked. Put this guy against Rakic. I'm picking Iwo Baraniuski to flatten him out in the first minute, genuinely. Give me Iwo Baraniuski to be ranked in 2026. I love the way he fights. Polish power to the max. He's a barn burner of a fighter. It's a bar fight every single time you see Iwo get in there. So I want to see him ranked. I think he's going to be ranked in 2026. Let's move on to the final ranked opponent that I believe we're going to see ranked 2026 at heavyweight. Josh Hokett. I don't like this guy. Personally, I don't like this guy, but he's very good. He's very good. Former NFL player, you know, very athletic at heavyweight. He's arguably a light heavyweight. Moving up to heavyweight, he realizes that heavyweight, these guys aren't explosive. They're not fast. They don't have crazy mobility. You take them down, they can't get up. They can't get up. They're a fish out of water. You're going to see a whale on the ground. Josh Hokett's going to take advantage of that. He'll take you down. He just fought a fatty in Gimenez, knocked him out in the first round. You know, he realized that heavyweight, there's fatties, and he's pretty slim for heavyweight. He's pretty fast. He's got the NFL experience. He's explosive. He's got power. He's got grappling. You know, he's rocking that American personality. I think the UFC is going to push him up. This is another thing with the guys that I'm picking. The UFC wants to boost certain guys, and I think they're going to want to boost Josh Hokett. So Josh Hokett's going to be ranked in 2026. I would bet on it, genuinely. The guy's undefeated. He's a former NFL player, like I said. He's got a fight very soon, the first fight of 2026. He's on that 324 card against Freeman. I think he beats Freeman. I think he's going to get ranked. in 2026. Those are all the fighters that I believe will be ranked in 2026. We got Alan Nascimento, we have Charles Jourdain, we have who else? We have Myron Santos, we got Chris Duncan, we got Miktabek Orobai, we got Christian Leroy Duncan, CLD, Iwo Barniewski, and then Josh Hoket. I think all these guys are going to be ranked in 2026. Let me know in the comments down below who you guys believe are going to be ranked in 2026. If you guys did enjoy the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will catch you guys in the next video. See you.